In today's Author Spotlight, we're going back in time to World War II, where handwritten letters, that's right, handwritten letters were the only means of communications. Mark Palisak has written a chronicle history of war with insights into life's daily struggles, and all through the actual letters from his uncles who served their country. It's called Letters from My Uncles. Mark, welcome to the show. You've been here for about 5 years. You were part of a Polish immigrant family that came over decades ago.
Yeah, about a century ago, Tom. Mm-hmm. They came over, and my uncles, both my father's brothers and my mom's, they either volunteered or were drafted into World War II. Mm-hmm. And back then, of course, you didn't have Skype, you didn't have email or anything like that to get in touch. It was all based on letters to get back to find out what was happening at home and to let people at home know how you were. Mm-hmm. So my dad was sort of the center of those letters, and he managed to hold on to well over 100 letters.
Fantastic.
And people told me you should do something with them. Mm-hmm. And when I came from Port Washington, my hometown where this all takes place, and moved down here to write the book, I did a sort of a chronology of the war, the story of a family struggle during the war, and the actual transcribed letters, word for word, of the soldiers' stories.
What is probably one of the most fascinating things that you realized or read about in those letters? Out of all those letters, was it somebody that just had the love for family, or what would you describe as probably one of the most fascinating things?
I think the thing that was most fascinating, like you say, the love for family, the things that you found out, the brotherhood between them was very strong. But also it was a situation, the brothers never talked to their families when they came back about the war and what they did in the war. It was something they didn't want to do. Now called PTSD, and then it was shell shock. And now these stories that nobody ever heard in the family are all being revealed. Where they were in the war, what they did in the war, the places they went to. It was pretty amazing to find all this. It was a discovery the whole time I was writing it.
And it's really great and fortunate for folks like us that you're writing this book, that you've written this book with those letters, because those stories, unfortunately, we're losing a lot of our World War II veterans every day. And to continue to chronicle and put this in a book where people can read and understand what these Polish immigrants, these young guys that dedicated their life, put their life on the line for this wonderful country, and what they're doing, and so we can read about that and understand that.
Well, that was it. It was the opportunity. When I started writing this, I said, well, there's people who enjoy reading histories of World War II and things like that. But then as I got further into it, I realized that it's more than that. It's a story that, reflects the time. It's a history in and of itself besides the war. And to have it come right from the actual words of the soldiers involved.
And these are some pretty young folks that are writing these letters, aren't they?
Yeah, they ranged in age. I think the oldest one was about 24, 25 when he went in. And the youngest one, he fought to get in. He had to actually get a note from his mother to go into the service at his age. He was. It's a part of the book how he was trying to get permission.
How old was he?
He was about 17 at the time. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Mark, thank you for being here. Where can we get a hold of your book?
It's available on Amazon. It's available on BarnesandNoble.com, and I will be appearing down at second Sunday in September and in November.
Very good. Thank you for being here with us today. We've got